Hello and welcome. This is our third and concluding video regarding academic writing, and it deals with writing a conclusion. And you'll be pleased to know that writing a conclusion is quite a straightforward process. So a good conclusion will bring your argument to a logical close. It will summarise the ideas you've discussed. It will evaluate, it will draw conclusions based on the evidence presented in the whole of your essay. And it's quite short, again around 10% of your total content. So when I talk about summarising your argument, a good conclusion might begin by referring again to the essay question and outlining your main finds, your main response to it from your critical argument. And it's important to remember here that you mustn't bring in new ideas or evidence during your conclusion. And a good conclusion, it does not rewrite or summarise your entire content. It simply looks at the main ideas you've presented. So do restate your research purpose. Do refer back to that question, to the main ideas you set out to explore and which you outlined in your introduction. Do mention any key research that was crucial in developing your main argument. And do consider how your ideas developed. If you can, suggest wider implications or patterns your research suggests. So the results of this research supports the wider idea that an artwork cannot be distanced from its context, for example. Now, if you're very comfortable writing assignments, try to avoid starting your conclusion with overused phrases like in conclusion, finally, or in summary. And try instead to start by saying something interesting about the ideas you've been writing about, or about your exciting evaluation, the point you want to make about your research. If, however, you are quite unsure of yourself academically, don't worry about relying on these stock phrases. It's much better you put them in there and have a fluent essay than try to extend yourself when you don't feel you're ready for that. So see where you feel your own strengths lie. Do avoid just reiterating your title. You don't want to write it all out, but you want to refer to it, the key points in your title. And referring to your title is different from repeating it. An ideal conclusion will push ideas forward. At the very least, it will analyse how valid your ideas were in the light of your research. So when you started this research process, you started a journey of discovery to find out certain questions. We want to know what happened on that journey. Were your initial ideas valid, or did you find out something entirely new that perhaps sort of changed the way you think about or thought about this art object or the subject of your essay? Try to end, if you can, with a strong final point. As with your introduction, the last line of your conclusion will leave a lasting impression on whoever marks your work. So try to make that last point interesting, well written and pertinent.